If you are hearing of us for the very first time, we are the Bus Stop Boys, and what we do is to make unclean places clean for free. As part of what we do, we also believe that the town must be visible enough to prevent accidents. So specifically for this video, we were on the streets picking all plastics on our way and also making sure that all the banners, adverts that has been placed at the wrong side of our road are all removed to make the town visible enough for both pedestrians and drivers to see what is happening around them. We started from La Paz all the way through Kata, Nyameche, through to Kwashima, and what we did specifically was to remove all the ads. Everybody knows that this wire net is not for advertisement, but in the end, people end up putting ads everywhere on our streets. So we, the youth of this country, have arisen. We have arisen to the realization that yes, it will only take us, the youth, to fix our country. It will take us, the youth, to make sure the future in which we are walking into is a better future, not just for ourselves, but for the next generation. So yes, we were on the streets as usual, doing what we does best for free. By this video, we are sending out a message to every Ghanaian out there, being it a big company or small companies, to desist from littering our environment with posters, with banners everywhere. It is wrong, and we will not allow or watch that happen again. This time, we, the youth of this country called Ghana, we have arisen indeed for our country. So by this video, we are asking all of you to desist from littering our environment or spreading banners everywhere on our streets.
Words from the core of the earth. Okay, the poets. Filthy glues. Heads up. Look around. All in fields. Fields glued to the nation. A nation that was once clean, now baptized in debt. Let's bow our heads in shame and no time to blame any name. To a nation that brews on letters. When disaster hatches, we then issue letters for serious actions to rescue survivors. How long shall we incubate these old practices? Practices that doesn't tell a good story of a nation injected with good morals. We need to right the wrongs. The nation weeps when there to sod at its feet. Nature bleeds profusely cause dirt. Cut deep throat with sharp edges of wrap and damping of refuse. You know the right thing to do, but I simply refuse. I'm sorry, future generation. I'm sorry we couldn't leave behind clean nation. I'm sorry we couldn't leave behind clean waters, clean environments. We're too busy to charge our cleanness battery. Rewind, we're too busy to charge our cleanness battery. So we went low on clean environment, but we preach cleanliness is next to godliness and climax it with offertory and alms given. But when we take our cleanliness that is next to godliness, it only draws us closer to death and illness. We kneel and pray for protection and cure against diseases, but we forget that what we dump tends to be the predator borrowing the diseases, and we, the prey. Dumping of plastic is causing a great panic. If you don't employ measures that are drastic, the playback will be tragic. Let me reboot your mind to June 3rd, where the old man of Asamandu released the pungent smell would put to sleep our beloved ones. Flash crocheting its ways through homes, destroying properties, or because it was being invited by choke artists. Little rain and face the full wrath of flood. We need to bury that attitude and mindset that the nation doesn't belong to anyone, so you can dump anywhere anyhow. A typical Ghanaian will continue to dump because no one is watching. Where lies your love for the country? They'll continue to feed the gutters with rubbish because they feel like, mind you, your actions some way somehow send someone's beloved to the cemetery. So before you drop that letter, take a moment and ask yourself, is that part of Islamic teaching? My Christian brother full of Christ, is that Christ-like? To you, my religious leaders, bravo for showing us the light. But there's one thing I wish you throw more light on. There's one chapter that is missing and we fail to preach on. That chapter is cleanliness. You know the part, so leaders, preachers, spend some time and teachers. You serve as the mediator between God and mankind, so direct us. A change of attitude is all that we need. Salvation is not all about a big fat sown seed, it's also about cleanliness. We complain of poor living, but have forgotten that the millions that could have been used to develop the nation, the same millions we use on Clean Ghana campaigns. We ain't ready to stop, but expect a change. But change won't be realized if you don't change. We lift our feet off the paddles of cleanliness, and when the chains are broken, it's only diseases outbreak we encounter. We tend to debaters when we are troubled by disaster puzzles and land so many complaints and become government haters when we are responsible for the letters. So why don't you do the right thing when no one is watching you? Look around, see what your actions are causing. All the properties the floods are destroying, all the mosquitoes the choke gutters are bringing. When are all these ending? You dress up, go to church, give offering. By sake of your bad attitude, the nation is still suffering. So before you drop it, ask yourself, is that going to save lives or destroy them? Sanitation isn't the sole responsibility of the government. Sanitation is the entire responsibility of the nation. Act right to save lives. It's okay, the poet.
So this is how we dispose our trash today. We couldn't go to the dumping site because it's very far from here and we are all very tired. So God being so good, we met one of the trucks. These guys are people who go around our communities collecting trash from households and charging people, and they are getting paid for what they do. So what we did was to just speak to them, give out everything we have collected on our streets, and as usual pay them for their services. So thank you. And by this video we are also asking all of us to be responsible citizens, because indeed it is only through collective responsibility that we can safeguard this planet or this environment for the next generation especially. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for subscribing to our channel. We are the Bar Stop Boys, and we are volunteers making unclean places clean for free.